Hey there, Steve Rubis with another installment of Investor Relations in 2 minutes or less. Today we're going to talk about the openings that short sellers like to exploit in a company's narrative. And as I said in previous videos, the first one is a company that acts like Ferris Bueller. If you're not there, you're not engaged with investors, you're hiding, that's going to put you on a short seller's radar screen. And then there are things that you need to think about in terms of your investor materials as to do these investor materials that we've created illustrate and signal the true size and stature of our organization. And one of the first places to look is your website. Do you have the right materials on your website? Are they easy to find? Can people navigate your website? Number two is your investor deck. You need to have an investor deck that allows an analyst to initiate on your company in a weekend. And an investor deck should be very different than an earnings deck. They have two different purposes. Your earnings materials matter. You want your script to have a well thought out structure that remains the same every quarter and the data updates organically. And your earnings release should follow that format. And then competition, which was something we hit on in our last video. And there's three things to look at when it comes to competition. One is your 10K filing. Do you have a robust discussion of competitors in that filing? If you don't, you're attracting short interest. Number two is looking at your proxy, where in the compensation section, there's always a discussion of what comps are used to determine executive compensation. And the comps that you select in this filing signal to Wall Street who you should be comped against. So you have a chance here to establish how you want to be valued, but you also have a chance here to illustrate and signal to Wall Street that you think of yourselves in such a stature that is way above or greater than anyone else does. And the third piece is in your investor deck, and this is really underrated, but companies are well served to create sort of a competitive benchmark because it serves as another point where you, the company, can signal how you want to be valued and who investors should be talking to better understand how your industry operates. And if you do these things, you're really closing the holes in your narrative, and you're defending against a short attack hijacking your narrative. Remember, when it comes to investor relations, I lived it so you don't have to. Thanks for watching.